Welcome to Build Some Heat. So you'll want to come onto your mat. In this class, we're going to find some ways to get the blood pumping and some heat moving. So we'll start in a downward facing dog. So hands shoulder width apart, feet hip width apart. Feel free to do what you need for the first few breaths. If you need to bend one knee and then the other, or shift the hips, right? Finding a little bit of evenness and start to really focus on the breath. So breathe in and out through the nose. Start to make your breath smooth, and then come forward to high plank pose. Bring the shoulders over the wrists. Legs are strong like you're standing on them. Draw the ribs and belly in, but keep the breath as even as you can. Right? Staying focused of the sensations in the body. Press the floor away through the index finger, and then exhale, downward facing dog. Feel the pubic bone reach into the pelvis and back, thigh bones back. Inhale, come forward to plank pose again. Strong and straight arms, strong and straight legs. Ribs and belly drawing in. Waist is long, gaze is easy, breath is full. Feel your breathing. Inhale and then exhale back to downward facing dog. Thigh bones back, waist is long, fingertips pressing down. Good. One more time. Inhale, high plank pose, shoulders right over the wrists. Press down into the thumb and index finger. Draw the ribs and belly in, hug the muscles of the arms in, feel the legs are strong as if you're standing on them, and then downward facing dog, reach it back. Good. And even out your dog, really hands and feet into the floor. Inhale, swing the right leg into the air. Keep the hip squared to the floor and flex through the right foot. Really reach through strong, straight arms. Pull the low belly in and feel that heel reach as much as you can. Energize. And then place the right foot back down on the floor. As you breathe in, sweep the left leg up and back. Keep the left hip point in line with the right as much as you can. Flex the top foot. Reach through the inner and outer heel, through the skin on the inside and the outside of the leg, and then place it down. Good. And then drop down to your knees. We'll bring the shoulders under the wrists and the knees under the hips, all fours. Take the right leg, reach it back. Again, hip points square with each other. And then when you're ready, you could reach that left arm in opposition. Press down into the right fingertips. Draw the energy of your center in. Feel your breath strong and full, and reach away from the core and release to center. Other side, left leg reaches back. When you're steady, right arm reaches in opposition. If it's too much to reach the arm, just do the leg or just do the arm. Pull ribs and belly in. Feel strong from the center and then radiate out, breathing full. And then gently release it into center. Good. Spread the fingers out. Come back to downward facing dog. Thigh bones back. Heels are getting heavy. And then we'll come back into a plank pose, but this time challenging plank. So right leg floats up a few inches. If that's too much, stay in plank pose. And then put the right foot down, float the left leg up. See, how hard is it to stay in your plank pose by lifting the leg? How much core do you have to engage? Come back to plank and then downward facing dog. Good. Bring the feet a little closer together. Come high onto your toes. Bend your knees a lot. Look at your hands and hop or step to the top. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold over your legs. And we're going to do that again. Step back, downward facing dog. Bend your knees, come high on your toes, and then hop forward. Even if it takes 3 hops. Look forward, inhale, exhale, fold. And then step back again. Good. We'll try this a few times. Come high on the toes. Bend the knees like a coiled spring. You'll hop forward and fold over the legs. Good. Plant the hands, downward facing dog, and just move, right? Feel your breath. Move. Inhale, exhale, fold. And then step back. Good. Come high on the toes, bend the knees, and go for it. Hop onto those straight arms. Inhale, exhale, fold over your legs. This time, inhale, rise all the way up. Reach up, stretch up, and then float the arms down by your sides. Tadasana. Good. We'll take Utkatasana, bending the knees. Reach the arms up by your ears. Lengthen up through the waist. Draw ribs and belly in. Shift the shin bones back and draw the tailbone under, finding more space in the spine. And then keep the legs, but fold the body forward, almost coming parallel to the floor. Keep reaching with the arms, but keep sending the hips down. And then keep the hips low. Reach the arms right back up. Feel the heat in the legs. Bring the hands to prayer and twist to the right, maybe hooking that left elbow on the outside of the right thigh. Stay low in the legs and feel and breathe. Notice the heat. Inhale, reach back up, stay low. Exhale, twist to the left side. Feel the legs, feel the breath, feel the center of your body warming. Good. Inhale, rise up. And then exhale, fold your belly to your thighs, extend the legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant your hands, step back, plank pose. Drop down to your knees. We're going to do little push-ups. So bend the elbows, and 2, and 3, elbows in, and 4, and then lift the heart this time, belly on the floor. Take a little cobra pose, and then back to downward facing dog. Good. Lift the right leg into the air. Draw it all the way through the hands. Inhale, rise up, crescent lunge. And then exhale, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, take the left leg into the air. Exhale, bring it all the way through. Inhale, rise up, crescent lunge on the legs. Exhale, bring the hands down, step back, downward facing dog. Again, inhale, rise up, right leg. Exhale, use the core to bring it through, step. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, plant the hands, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, use your belly to pull the knee and foot forward. Inhale to rise, strong legs. Exhale, hands down, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, place the foot between the hands. Rise up, breathe in. Breathe out, hands to the mat, downward facing dog. Again, inhale, left leg, building heat. Exhale, bring the foot forward. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, right leg. Exhale, bring the foot forward. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, plant hands, step back, downward facing dog. Keep breathing. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, bring the foot forward. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, bring the hands back down, step back, downward facing dog. Feel your feet, feel your hands, notice the breath, any heat in the body. Good. Inhale, roll forward to plank pose. We'll take Vashisthasana on the left side. So coming to the left hand under the shoulder, stack the feet, reach up through the arm, right? Squeezing the hips up, and then come back to plank and try the other side. Rolling onto the right hand, shifting the hips up, lifting up through the left fingers, and then back to plank pose, lower down to the floor. Good. Release the toes, roll the shoulders back. Inhale, slowly come into cobra pose. So peeling the upper back off of the floor. Legs are strong, press your toenails down. Heavy the tailbone, lift sternum, and then roll it back down one vertebrae at a time. We'll do it again after a little rest. So release the body for a moment. Right? Feel the energy and the heat that comes into the body as we back bend. Hands under shoulders, setting up again, cobra pose. Slow lift into cobra. Right? Finding a place of the spine that can lift the chest and the tailbone can be heavy, and then releasing the spine back down, arms by your sides, put a cheek on the floor. Feel the body breathing itself. And then hands under the shoulders. One more time, press the toenails into the floor, roll the shoulders back and down, smile the collarbones, lift the belly skin, and then release it down. Rest a cheek, rest the arms. Feel your back nice and wide. Feel your heart in your chest, any heat in the body. And breathe. Good. Now we're going to reach the arms all the way forward. Lift the right arm and the left leg and release. Left arm, right leg, and release. And then keep switching side to side. Inhaling to lift, exhaling to lower. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower. And feeling the breath making the body move. Right, so we're floating up, finding energy in the back body as we lift, and then coming back to neutral on the exhale. And then both arms, both legs now. Instead of just lifting up, reach out, and then bend the knees, bring the elbows back, sort of like you're flying in the air. And maybe you're even going to reach back and find your feet. Finding bow pose, kick through the legs, lift the heart, feel the body fully energized. Inhale. Exhale, gently release, let the legs go, put a cheek on the floor. Yeah, if your back feels a little compressed, you can windmill your legs from side to side. And feel your body breathing and building warmth. We'll do that again. So reach the arms out, moving right to just lifting both arms and both legs on the inhale. Energize the legs, energize the arms, draw the belly in, and then bend your knees. Bend the elbows, pull back and lift higher. right? And then maybe you're going to reach your hands back. And if you find your feet, kick your feet into your hands, lift the heart, full bow pose. Really energizing legs and spine, shoulders down the back, and then gently release the body. Put a cheek on the floor, release your back. Nice. Good work, yogis. Allow the breath to come. Good. And then gently flip over onto your back. Slide your feet underneath your knees, about hip width apart. Bring the arms down by your sides and press into the feet to lift the pelvis up, and then gently roll the pelvis right back down. Right? So exhale to lift and inhale to lower. We'll exhale, press and lift towards bridge pose, rolling up and lowering the body back down. Good. We'll do this a few more times. So pressing into the feet, lifting up through the hips and lowering back down. Press and lift. Feel energy in the legs, the feet, the spine, the belly. Good. Press again. Lift the hips and lower back down. Good. And again, lifting the hips and lower back down. Feel the energy moving through you. Lift the hips and lower back down. Spine getting long. Good. Lifting the hips. And then this time, leave the hips. We'll reach the arms over the head. Inhale. And then back to the floor. Exhale. Inhale, reach back. Exhale down, right? And all the while, as you're reaching the arms back and then back to the floor, you're pressing into the feet. You're lifting up the hips. You're drawing the navel in towards the spine, sending the tailbone through the knees, right? Feeling strong and stable in the legs. Good. A few more times. Inhale to reach back. Exhale, stable pelvis, arms down. Again, breathe in and breathe out. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hands down. Good. And then slowly let yourself lower down. Take the feet the width of your mat. Let your knees knock in towards each other, hands to the low belly, constructive rest. Take a few breaths here, letting the skin in the back widen and everything soften down towards the floor. Notice any sensation or energy moving through your body. Good. Bring the feet back, hip width apart. Hug the right knee into the chest. Feel that flexion in the right hip and the right knee joint. And then send your left leg out along the floor, really reaching through the inner and outer left heel. And then extend the right leg up to the ceiling. You can clasp your hands behind your right thigh. Flex the right foot as well, and you're working both legs towards straight. It doesn't mean that your right leg will be straight. Right? And then draw navel to spine, float that bottom heel off the floor an inch. Arms can come down by your sides, right? Really pull the belly into the spine. And then for challenge, those arms could go over the head, right? The rib cage is going to want to come up. So draw it down, stay breathing, stay reaching out through those legs, build some heat right in the core of your body, energy out through the fingers and legs. And then arms come back down if they lifted, lower the bottom leg, hug the right knee in, ha. Nice. Place the right foot on the floor. Other side, hug the left knee into the chest. Feel the flexion in the hip joint. Feel your breath. And then extend that right leg out along the floor, working equally through the bottom of the right foot. So inner and outer right foot pressing away from you. Left leg extends to the ceiling. Clasp the hands behind that left thigh. Press the left thigh bone into the hands and push up through the left heel and out through the right heel. Draw the navel in towards the spine and slowly lower that right heel a few inches. Good. Hands could come down next to you on the floor, belly pulling down to support the lower back. For challenge, arms reach over the head, right? It's a lot more challenging for the rib cage with the arms up. So draw the rib cage down towards the floor, push out through your feet. Lots of energy, breathing as the navel continues to pull into the spine. And then if the arms are up, bring them down, drop the right leg and hug left knee to chest. Ha, good. Both knees into the chest. Nice work, yogis. Feel the back nice and wide. Cross one shin over the other, reach for your feet, and let yourself rock forward and back on your spine a few times. Just giving yourself a little back spinal massage. Yeah. And then come all the way up to sit. Cross your right shin in front of your left. Flex the feet a little bit so there's energy in the bottoms of the feet and the legs. And then gently fold forward any amount. You could put your head on a block, or I like to put fists one on top of the other. Let my forehead rest. Take a few breaths into your hips, into your lower back. Notice any shift of energy just from this quick 15-minute practice. Good. Come on up, switch which shin is in front. Sit up tall, energize the legs, and then gently fold forward. Again, you could stack your fists, place your forehead, or use a block. Let your breath flow. Feel any movement of the breath in your body, any heat, any energy, stoking your internal fire through movement and through breath. Good. Come on up. Make your way onto your back. Find a Shavasana. So let the feet flop open, turn the palms up to the ceiling. Allow the body to reset and get some rest.